tonight comes from New York. Hello, Laser!
Hey, everybody! Hi! A responsive audience, that's what I like. We are from New York, I'm Dave, that's Kelly. We're going to do some stuff for a while. We have no idea what it is yet. In order to start doing it, we just get a one-word suggestion of anything at all.
Therapist.
For therapist, thank you. I know I've told you this a lot in the past 8 years, but I will start seeing a therapist next month. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I haven't done it yet.
That's better late than never. That's my motto, right?
Is it?
I don't know. I think so. I'm trying to figure out what my life motto is, like what my motto is. I'm trying to have different mottos for myself. This time it's better late than never.
Okay.
Last week it's always something. Go get them. And I all of myself in the mirror. Yeah, I think you find it really helpful. I mean, I found it really helpful.
Yeah, no, I think you've made a lot of progress.
I think so too.
No, thank you. Thank you for making that progress.
I've been working really hard.
Yeah, no.
Therapy. I'm sorry. I can make this about me and not about your so readily apparent issues. Help.
Yeah.
Help figure out where some of the anger is coming.
Well, we know where the anger is coming from. It's my dad.
Oh, right. Yeah, well, great. So you had that to start with.
Right.
Yeah, I think you'll find it really helpful.
Okay.
So,
I don't disagree. Do you want a drink or something?
yeah, I'd have a drink.
Anything in particular?
Anything mixed with seltzer.
Anything.
Anything with seltzer. I'm big into seltzer.
You just want a seltzer?
Yeah. Yeah, you know what?
Just a
Take
seltzer,
a
okay.
I would just take a seltzer.
Sure.
Oh, man. You know, I was at the grocery store last week and they just moved everything around and I felt like I was just lost in there. I didn't know where to turn. It took me like 45
Was it the one on 3rd or the?
Yeah, it was the one on 3rd.
They rebranded that one.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
That
I don't know if
explains
it's a new owner or just like a rebranding.
it. Why would they just rebrand? And why would they move everything around? Like they moved the whole freezer case, like uprooted it from where it was,
Right.
and put it in a completely different area of the store. And I mean, like from all the suggestions that I made to them over the years, I thought that they would keep, that they
You
would
didn't
feel
suggest
encouraged.
move the freezer case.
No, I didn't. Every suggestion card I filled out, I just wrote, I think you're doing a great job. Great job. Keep it up. That's another one of my things. Keep it up. My motto.
Maybe they got one of those guys in, you know, like I was watching the news. I feel like I saw it on the news. Maybe it wasn't the news. I was watching something, and they had something about one of those, like it's apparently a job where you go in and you consult with like grocery stores or like 7-Elevens or delis.
On like feng shui?
Well, it's not feng shui. It's how to make your grocery store like the maximum type of sale.
I really doubt that this was on the news. This feels like
The news is horseshit these days.
No,
Like it's all puff pieces.
so much
and
going
stuff.
on. No, everything. Like I saw this. One of their lead stories last week was that. Did you see when that skunk got its head stuck in that mayonnaise jar? 9 minutes on that story.
And it was all like stuff they got off of YouTube.
Yeah, oh yeah. But why is that?
Because the news is dead.
Is it dead?
Yeah, like when was the last time you read a newspaper?
Question. No, I can't remember. You're right.
Right.
You're right. Gosh. So I hope you like this therapist.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you're gonna like it. Do you want me to stop bringing it up? Do you want me to just change the subject altogether? Does it seem like that brought things to just a dead stop? Let me talk about something else.
Okay.
Things have been super weird in the office since Gladys quit last week. And
Did she quit hard? Like, was it like?
yeah, she threw, did you not, did I not tell you this? She threw her monitor and her computer tower like out the window of the office. And she was really lucky that nobody was down on the street. But like she tore it out of the wall and just threw it out the window. And then she said, "I'm out of here." She said a bunch of words which I think were swears, but they might have been made up. And then she just stormed out. She broke the door on the way out too. So I had to call the door company to get the door fixed.
Your office has a door company on like on their Rolodex?
Yeah, it's like major glass and metal or whatever that fixes those kind of electronic doors.
Oh right,
Yeah.
you're in a high security building.
Yeah, I'm in a high security building. Which was really a problem when that security staff saw that tower and monitor.
I know. You know what's weird about that is that a high security building, you wouldn't think the windows would open.
I didn't think
at
they
all.
would. I didn't think they would.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I guess she had her reasons. Things have been really difficult since the economy. I feel weird saying that.
Well, it's
Because the economic downturn was like 5 years ago.
But it just keeps fucking you.
No,
It
but
keeps
that's what I'm
sucking.
saying. Things have been so hard for 5 years.
Yeah, well, they kind of have.
They have, I guess.
5 of the 8.
5 of the 8. So that was weird.
You know, we could, I mean, speaking of economics, it would be like cheaper for us to live together.
Oh, you think so?
Yes, about $1,900 cheaper.
Maybe.
No, factually, I pay $1,900
Okay.
for this place, and you pay $2,150 for yours.
Yeah, but when I get home later, I will check on Craigslist and just see what's out there.
We don't need to see what's out there. We
Okay.
can move into one of our places. I could take my stuff.
That doesn't work for me.
The redundant stuff I could throw away.
No, that doesn't work for me. If I'm gonna move in with you, I need like a fresh place, like a blank slate, clean slate.
Because
That would
why?
be a good catchphrase.
Is it just clean slate, or I need a clean slate?
I don't know. I could modify it with any kind of like subjective.
I
verb
love you.
want.
I love you. You love me.
Yeah, I know. I just I'm not ready to do this.
It's been 8 years.
I know it has.
I'm the guy.
Okay, you know.
I'm supposed to be the one who's like, I don't know about this. I don't get
Can I get
it.
myself more seltzer or whatever else
You are welcome to my space. It's in the fridge.
Wait, what is this then?
That's vermouth.
Oh. What is
Vermouth
vermouth?
is it's like it tastes terrible except with gin.
Okay. Well, I don't want that.
And you only put a
Sorry.
little bit in, and then you have a martini. But apparently, I discovered this recently. The definition of a martini is extremely fluid.
Really?
Yes.
Did you see this on the news?
This I did not see on the news. I found this out by hanging out with Troy.
Troy?
You know Troy. He's my friend who sucks.
Oh. Right. The one that owns that sports bar.
He owns that fucking
He
sports
owns that sports bar.
Yes.
No, he's not. No, wait. He's like a part owner of that sports bar, right?
I don't.
I keep getting all these emails about it. And I
Right.
just delete them. I'm not ever going to go to that sports bar.
I got an email. So the way it goes is I
These
got a bunch
subject
of.
lines look like spam. Don't they look like? You should tell him next time you hang out with him that like,
I don't.
it looks like spam.
Every time I hang out with him, I don't talk much, and I think, why am I hanging out with him?
So why do you, not to play your therapist right now, but like, why do you think you still hang out with Troy? Because when you go to the therapist,
Right.
this is gonna be the kind of stuff that she asks you.
Okay, well then
So, like,
I'll be
just-
brutally honest. I hang out with Troy because it reminds me, and this is gonna fucking suck for you. It reminds me of a time I was single. It reminds me of college. It reminds me.
Why would that suck for me?
I don't know, because why would I still be hanging out with a guy who reminds me of a time like before you?
I still hang out with my mom.
How is Doris?
I just realized that so many people in my life have like old lady names.
Your mom's an old lady.
She's not that old. She's not that
How
old.
old is she?
She's 63. I don't consider
She's
that old.
63?
Yeah. I don't consider her that old anymore.
Doing the math, she had you when she was 21.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't mean to be a therapist right now,
No,
but
it's
you
fine.
have waited an extraordinarily long period of time to move in with your boyfriend, considering your mom basically was on the reverse path.
It's not. It's just nothing.
I mean, this is like, it's like this.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, I know.
Like if I were to like put
Yeah,
it in a body
I'm 42.
language.
I'm
I know
42.
you
I
are.
can do the math. I can do the math. Look, I'm just not on that path. Anyway, Troy. You're hanging out
Right,
with Troy.
yeah, no, so Troy put a word in my ear when I ordered a martini that I needed to tell whether it was a gin martini or a vodka martini, which I didn't even know was a thing. Then he let me know that not only that, but I had to tell him whether I wanted. We were in the fucking douchiest bar ever, by the way. Like, it was wall-to-wall pop collars, and all right, so when you pop your collar, it means that you're probably a date rapist.
Oh.
Some guy who offers to buy you a drink with a pop collar.
That's
no,
what that is.
There are other
Because
sick.
like Joe, who I dated, I told you for like 2.5 years, that's how he wore his shirts, and I didn't know that that was a thing.
It's just
Are you telling me
it's
that Joe used to
shorthand.
date rape people?
No, I met Joe.
Maybe
Joe's
this is why
nice.
I'm a little commitment phobic. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I don't
okay.
mean to get upset.
No,
I gotta let you get through this story. So Troy, so is this it? Like, is that the whole story that Troy?
okay. So you then you need to tell him, do you want olives? Do you want a Vidalia onion? Why would you want a Vidalia onion in your drink? But yes, do you want? You could also get a lemon or lime or
But
orange rind.
At this point in my life, I feel like I'm over food. Do you know what I mean? You just said Italian onion, and I would have got so tired. No, because it's like, oh, this has like some kind of compo. What is that?
I love you so much. I love you so
No,
much.
but that's
Why don't you move in with me?
I'm trying to tell you that I'm tired of food.
That's not a reason. That is the opposite of a reason. Is it the age thing? I don't care that you're like 10 years older than me.
No, it's not the age thing. I just like having my own space, and I feel like if we moved into a new apartment, like I'm not gonna have my space anymore. And it's
I will.
super
We can get a bigger place
Yeah.
and set your own space out for you. Fine.
What about Henry? The cat. Henry, it's my cat.
Does Henry need his own space?
Yeah. You know what? Sometimes I have to leave the apartment just to give Henry some space. So, like, are we
Perfect.
in this
Date
situation?
night. Date night.
So we let Henry have
We
his
have let
apartment on
Henry.
Friday nights and
Yes.
then we go out?
Yes. Henry gets Henry's space Friday nights.
When are you going to take Henry out so that I have my space?
What happens right now in that situation when you need to be alone in the apartment and Henry's there?
I put butter on his paws and I let him out of the apartment.
And
he
he just
always
slides
wants to
around
go
the
back.
hallway?
No, that lets them find their way back. They're like wild animals.
He smells his butter paws and comes back.
He makes like butter paw prints down
You just they let him into the hallway. Hey, where is he gonna go? Get on the
I
elevator?
didn't find him. Yes, he did.
He got on the elevator.
The elevator and he left.
which one did I hit? Or does it just hit them all and wait for the butter smell when the door opens?
Take back.
How old is Henry?
He's 16.
Okay, I don't think this is going to be a problem much longer.
Henry is going to die.
Soon, yes! He's 16! In cat years, that's like 150.
My mom's cat lived to be 23. And
Henry could live 7 more years?
Yes. Yeah.
Needing a loan?
Yes. Yes.
All right, so when you need alone time, I will pack Henry into whatever crate you need.
He will not take to that crate.
What do you want me to do, leash him?
Yeah.
All right, I'll
Leash
leash
him.
Henry and walk him around the...
I take him to the playground and I put him on the slide. He loves the playground. Never mind. You know what? This is the thing. I can't tell you this stuff because I feel like you're judging.
I'm not judging you. No,
Yeah.
I'm not. We are really good together, and yet there are all these things I don't know. And it's been 8 years. Like, at a certain point, when are we actually going, like, in the non-physical sense, when are we going to take the step of being, like, truly intimate partners? Yeah.
Gross way of putting that.
Yeah, no, I am, again, I'm totally the woman right now.
Intimate partners, really?
Oh, fuck you. Yes, intimate partners. When are we going to do that?
I don't know. What if we never do that? What if we just, why can't we just continue what we're doing? Like, I like what we have already. I think it's fine. Like, I tell you about my life, and I don't really have that much more to tell you. I'm not hiding things from you.
That's the bell. That's Thai food.
Okay. Do you know what I was saying about the food, though? That food thing? Like,
That you're
artisanal pizza? Like artisanal
Oh, yeah, well, no,
pizza.
I mean, like, artisanal, if I hear somebody say artisanal one more time,
Here's
I'm
what I
going to
never
punch
want
them
to
in
hear again. Artisanal,
the Sure,
rustic,
yeah.
local,
Farm to table.
farm to table. Yeah. Wood fire.
Oh, but see, I like char.
I'm tired of being
I like
told what my
char.
food's gonna be cooked in. Like these conversations, aren't these, isn't this fun? Like
This is not, yeah, this is very nice. This is super
What do you want to
duper.
do? Do you want to go to a water park together? I would go to a water park.
What did you get water
I
park?
don't know, I'm just trying to think of something we haven't done together. We've never been to a water park together. I've never been to a water park as an adult. Can adults go to water parks?
I think you'd be fine in a water park because, I mean, honestly, everybody would kind of assume that you were someone's mom. You're 42!
But I don't look 42 and
No.
everybody says so.
Even if you were my age, they'd be like, all right, that's a mom.
No, I don't think so.
Whoa, yourself.
No, I don't. Do I look like a mom?
No, you don't dress like a mom.
No, not dress. I mean, is like my body.
You
hanging?
do a lot of yoga. That's great.
Yeah, I
I
do a
love
lot of
it.
yoga.
I'm getting you guys at the door.
Do you need money?
No, I don't need money.
I'm not. No, for the food.
I have a job.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a 32-year-old man.
I got 3 orders of dumplings just for me, and I don't expect you to pay for that.
Where do you put all of it?
My mouth. I really like dumplings.
Yeah, how much? How much are those dumplings?
They would tell you they're really expensive.
Got it. Keep it. Thank you. I didn't see you ordering it online. I just 3 orders of dumplings?
Well, you know, at first it was an accident, and then I was like, wait, you know what? I do want 3 orders. And then it said 3, and then I was like, yeah, that is what I want.
You know,
That is what I want. Like,
wouldn't your therapist be like, was that an accident?
No, we wouldn't talk about something as trivial as that.
What would you talk about?
Dumplings.
Dumplings. Pad Thai?
Yeah. Don't
Pad
put the pad
see-
thai on top of the dumplings.
You got Pad Thai and Pad See You?
Yeah, I couldn't decide which one I wanted, and then I was like, I'll mix them.
Alright. Jungle curry. This must be the rice.
It's gotta be the rice. Have
This
you
is
ever seen
enough.
anything served in a box like that wasn't rice? I'm
I
not being
can't
facetious,
say
I'm literally asking if you've ever seen anything in that box that wasn't rice.
You know what? Yes, I went to a terrible party with Troy once.
Oh, great.
And they,
Was it that website company launched?
It was that-
What was that website again? Fix me up.
fix my flicks.
What the hell?
Fixmyflicks.com.
Is that like Netflix?
No,
What
it's
is it?
fix me up on a movie date.
Oh, God, that's so
I know, but the idea was, the actual idea was kind of cool. You go online, and you know how Netflix is like, you know, what movies do you like so I can shoot, so my context engine can figure this out for you. Alright, so you pick,
Mine suggests only Renee Zellweger movies. Which is funny, because I don't think she's made a movie in like 8 years.
alright, well
But I
then you would
watched
get
me-
hooked up with
I
a guy
watched-
who had picked a bunch of Renee
I
Zellweger
watched Me,
movies.
Myself, and Irene like 20 times in a row on Netflix.
Why?
Because it's so funny. And
It's not.
the first 4 times I watched it, Stone Cold Silence, but the next 16 times, it's funnier every time. It really grows on you, and I think it relates to the test of time. Anyway.
Fix my flicks. Well, that was part of the problem with it. There's nothing in that indicates the dating site.
But wasn't there a problem like with the .com, where like if you went to the .com, it was like disgusting porn? And that was
If you went to FIXX
Oh.
MyFlix, it was super raw.
Super
And
raw.
FIXXX MyFlix, you can, yeah.
yeah.
Basically,
So you put
like,
in the movie you want to see?
you put in like what movies you like, and it suggests what movies you might like to see that are playing right now, based on that. And then when you make a selection, I want to see this movie at this
I'm
time.
ready to put my hands.
Please do. When you say I want to see this movie and I'm free at this time, it searches for people who also want to see that movie, who are free at that time, who are of the gender that you want to be going on a date with, who also have similar tastes in movies.
Is this like Grindr for movies?
How do you know what Grindr is?
I know what Grindr is. I have gay friends in my office, and they talk about Grindr all the time. Not all the time.
In the office? Are they getting grinders that are like, oh yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go have some sex outside of the office or possibly in it.
No one would ever make that statement. I think they would just say, I gotta go.
Very thankful that you guys came out and saw this. Please come see the rest of the festival. It's awesome and it's going on all the time. I'm sure someone's going to come up and tell you more about it in just a second. Thanks to everybody involved in the festival. Thanks to everybody who did technical stuff and all the stuff that you saw. And thank you again for coming.